Everybody, welcome back. Let's jump into some news. We've got a bunch to go through, so I'm going to try not to inject too much into this. We're going to start with United. United has opened a grab and go lounge in Houston. This is similar to the same lounge concept that they have at Denver. This will have ready to eat and drink food available, sandwiches, pastries, paninis. They're going to have a full service coffee bar there. This is at Houston, where they tend to have a lot of traffic that is turning over between gates. So this new grab and go is going to be in Terminal B. If you are a United Club member, you can self-scan your way in, or if you're sitting in premium seats on international flights, you can also self-scan to get in. The grab and go experience should prove popular with travelers, is what they're expecting, trying to catch a flight in between their transfers between flight A and flight B. So they have the same concept in Denver that opened in 2022. The Capital One landings have a grab and go. The Capital One Lounge at Dallas has a grab and go section. The Air Canada cafe concept at Toronto Pearson has the same thing, and some Delta Sky lounges will also have a grab and go option as well. So grab and go coming to Houston. Nice to see United continuing to expand this option. I would like to see this added as an option for travel related credit cards through issuing partners. So United is issued by Chase. Would like to see maybe the grab and go. If you have a Sapphire Preferred, you can swipe in through that. If you are flying United, maybe something can be worked out there. Now, am I expecting that to happen anytime soon? No, but it is certainly something to wish for. So there we go. United Club Fly opens in Houston. There we go. Most of today's news is coming from upgraded points. So we're going to continue on because we've got a bunch of Starline stuff to cover. Lufthansa is going to be changing from an award chart for Lufthansa Group to dynamic pricing for Lufthansa Group starting in June of this year. Now, there's still going to be an award chart for Lufthansa partner airlines. So Star Alliance airlines that are not in Lufthansa Group will still have an award chart for Lufthansa Miles and More Miles. But Lufthansa City, Austrian Airlines, and Swiss will be going dynamic on June 3rd. So you're going to expect to see higher prices. A couple of examples were given by upgraded points. You'll need fewer miles to fly within Europe on economy. So 10,000, and you'll also see 10,000 fewer miles for award charts on many long-haul flights between North America and Europe. Those awards will typically cost 50,000 miles. Premium economy, you're going to need 85,000 miles to fly between North America and Europe, 5,000 more than before. Business class, you're going to see in Europe, business class will be about the same as economy, just because European business class is just economy with a blocked middle seat. Whereas international business class, you will see increases. Between North America and Europe, awards will cost 125,000 miles. First class, you're also going to see drastic changes to. The one quoted example is you'll need 260,000 miles between Europe and Asia. So Lufthansa is moving to dynamic pricing for Lufthansa Group airlines. Again, that is Lufthansa City, Austrian, and Swiss. ITA is left out of this one, though Lufthansa has a significant percentage invested into ITA. That is Italy's major airline. You're not going to see lot Polish with this investment, and there's at least one other major airline in Star Alliance that is also part of that Lufthansa invests in, but is not part of Lufthansa Group specifically. So there you go. We're going to move over now to Air Canada is doing a point sale with an 80% bonus between now and March 13th. If you buy any amount of points north of 15,000, between 15,000 and 500,000 points, you're going to get an 80% bonus. Now, every year you're able to purchase up to 1 million miles with Air Canada. So you could but you are restricted to 500,000 point transactions each time. You could do 2 500,000 point transactions and make out with 80%, which would be 400,000. So you could make out with 1.8 million Air Canada miles. But do you want to do that? I don't know. There you go. Also, if you purchase these miles in bulk from Air Canada using like the Air Canada card, that should be miles earned with the Air Canada card and would be eligible for pay yourself back. That would be a good chunk of cheese to spend on that, but hey, it's your money, not mine. I'm just putting out there that there is an 80% bonus when purchasing Air Canada Aeroplan Miles. So we're going to move on to non-Star Alliance bonus point purchasing, and you can purchase Finnair Avios with up to 30% bonus between now and March 5th. This breaks down in tiers because all Avios point sales break down in tiers. If you purchase up to 5,000 Avios, you will get no bonus. If you purchase 6,000 to 10,000 Avios, you're going to get a 20% bonus. 11,000 to 99,000 Avios, you're going to get a 25% bonus. And 100,000 to 200,000 Avios, you will get a 30% bonus. So, if you wanted to maximize this promotion, you would be purchasing 200,000 Finnair Avios. After adding the 30% bonus, you will get 260,000 Avios for €4,200 or $4,379 here in the US. So you're purchasing points for 1.69 cents per point, which is better than the last sale provided, which was at 1.97 cents a piece, although it's not as good as an early bird version of the sale that they're mentioning now, which was offering 40% bonus and 1.56 cents per Avios. Okay. But not the best, not the worst. But again, an Avios is an Avios is an Avios. Again, you can purchase 62,500 Avios for $1,056.25 and be able to book a flight that would typically cost more than $4,000. So there you go. Also, your Finnair Avios, as I said, can be used with British Airways, can be used with Logan Air, and you can be used with any of the other Avios airlines and book that way. The only airline that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb on that one is Aer Lingus, because Aer Lingus is not a part of Oneworld, but works all the same. We're going to move over to Hyatt, and Hyatt has published their new award chart for 2025. So good news, the award chart stays. Bad news, 151 hotels are seeing a change in pricing, of which 118 or 78% of them are going up a category, or whether that be an all-inclusive category or that be a hotel category. So what do we got? Hyatt category changes for 2025. Bookings before March 25th, 2025 will follow the current award pricing. So if it's category 2 that's moving up to a category 3, if you book before March 25th, you're going to be locked in at that category 2 price. If it's a category 3 going to a category 4, same thing. If it's a category 4 dropping to a category 3, you may want to wait until after March 25th so that you can book at that lower point total. So we'll just go over a couple highlights here in where I am in the state of New York. 2 hotels were mentioned. One is at LaGuardia Airport. That is moving from, I believe, a category 2 to a category 3. Nope, it's going from a 3 to a 4. Out on Long Island, the Hyatt Regency Long Island is moving from a 2 to a 3. There we go. Number of hotels in Texas are moving up. Hyatt Regency Houston is moving from a 2 to a 3. The Hyatt Regency Downtown Houston is moving from a 2 to a 3. The Hyatt Regency at DFW International Airport is moving from a 2 to a 3. In California, you're seeing a couple of hotels go from higher categories down. So Calistoga Motor Lodge and Spa is going from a category 6 to a category 5. Dream Hollywood is going from a 6 to a 5. The Hotel Figueroa is going from a 5 to a 4. So it will be bookable with free night certificates. The Hyatt Regency Sonoma County, the Wine Country is going from a 4 to a 3. So there you go. The Thompson Hollywood is moving from a 6 to a 5. A number of hotels in Tokyo have moved up in price. So looking at Japan, just running down the Andaz Tokyo Toramonon, I mispronounced that. I apologize. That went from a 7 to an 8. The Park Hyatt in Tokyo is going from a 7 to an 8. The Grand Hyatt Tokyo is going from a 7 to an 8. The Hotel Toranomon Hills is going from a 6 to a 7. The Hyatt Centric Ginza Tokyo is going from a 6 to a 7. The Hyatt House Tokyo Shibuya is going from a 4 to a 5. The Hyatt Regency Kyoto is going from a 5 to a 6. So a lot of changes affecting Japan specifically. A couple of other Asian locations are going from higher to lower. In Korea specifically, South Korea specifically, the Grand Hyatt Jeju is going from a 5 to a 4, and the Park Hyatt Busan is going from a 6 to a 5. So there you go. The full chart is going to be available at Upgraded Points, as well as Hyatt themselves and everyone else who posted this. I should just go with Upgraded Points because everything was just bundled up with them today all at once. So there you go. Nice to see that award charts are sticking around, but unfortunate to see that they are not seeing any more hotels going down. We're going to move to one last thing from Hyatt. Hyatt has introduced or unveiled their latest brand, Hyatt Select. It's going to be in the Essentials portfolio, so you'll probably get a brand Explorer badge for staying at a Hyatt Select. Think Hyatt House, potentially a little bit more upscale, but definitely more upscale than Hyatt House, but think like Hyatt Place and a little bit more upscale. But Hyatt Select, like Hyatt Place, will provide guests with perks they have come to expect from these extended stay brands, such as complimentary breakfast, including an assortment of hot and cold breakfast dishes. 24/7 market and guest rooms are constructed with comfort and functionality, ensuring a modern travel experience with amenities such as high-speed internet and productive workspaces. What I don't know is if Hyatt Select is going to come in like under some of these changes that you've noticed with the chart. So if there was like a Hyatt Place that was a category 1 and moving up to a category 2, if there's going to be a Hyatt Select in that same area, is that going to start at a category 1, or is that just going to start at a category 2 and then eventually move up to a 3? That I don't know. But Hyatt Select is going to be in the same portfolio of hotels such as Hyatt Place, Hyatt House, Caption, and Hyatt Studios. So there we go. And we're going to finish this episode with March Bilt rent day. Every time I mention Bilt, like the views just disappear, so we're gonna hide Bilt here at the end. Bilt's March rent day is going to be highlighted by a rent day transfer bonus with Hilton Honors. So you can get up to a 200% transfer bonus with Hilton Honors, making it a 1 to 3 transfer rate for March rent day only. So March 1st, 2025, you'll get a 200% transfer bonus from Bilt to Hilton Honors if you are Bilt Silver, Gold, and Platinum. If you're Bilt Blue, you will get a 150% transfer bonus. So one Bilt point will go transfer to 2.5 Hilton Honors points. Typically, Bilt points only transfer at a 1-to-1 ratio. So this is going to be a bit higher for you, which is good. So Bilt Blue members must transfer at least 2,000 points. Your 2,000 points would become 5,000 Hilton points, and so on. Other Bilt things: Bilt is opening a new neighborhood cafe in NoHo, or north of Houston in Manhattan. Their first one was on Bond Street. This one's going to be a little bit further uptown, featuring Mammon's Food and Drinks. On rent day, you can celebrate it with a complimentary black coffee, available iced or hot, a mini cinnamon roll from Chloe when you show your Bilt Rewards membership in the Bilt app. Okay, so there you go. That's New York City specific. Who cares? This will be available for the first 1,000 Bilt members between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Oh, sorry, they're looking to open another one north of NoHo, but this will be at the location on Bond Street. Okay, whatever. Bilt Neighborhood Cafe collection is still available on the website. You can redeem points for it if you want. You can also pay full price if you want. Yeah, that's about it. Then there's the regular Bilt Neighborhood Comedy, which gets mixed reviews. Bilt Neighborhood Dining will have certain tastings, menus. There you go. Bilt Rent Day. Big highlight is going to be Hilton Honors transfer bonus. 200% for Bilt Silver, Gold, and Platinum. 150 for Bilt Blue members. So there you go. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Thank you so much for watching this extended tidbits. There was a lot to cover. My apologies. As always, click the like and subscribe down below if you like what I do. Consider becoming a channel member. That is the Tidbit Collector, my one and only channel membership. Check me out on the Stack Your Points podcast. We record on Monday nights. We release the show on YouTube on Wednesdays and Fridays. You can also check us out on the podcatcher of your choice on Saturdays. Do that with Call Me Lonnie, RJ from Do You Take Cards, Tariq from Reek's Rewards. And check out the pinned comment, as always, for ways to support me outside of YouTube. Appreciate your time. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.